Welcome back to a brand new video. It's your boy Nuggs. What's going on? So this video should be coming out on a Friday, and that means I'm going to be out there dashing in the snow, making some beautiful content. But anyways, I wanted to make a video talking about this, right? I opened up my app and was greeted with this beautiful message. I haven't seen what anybody else is saying about the topic because I didn't want it to influence my opinion, and I'm trying to be a more positive thinker and trying to be more open-minded and you know, understanding of both sides of the story, understanding for DoorDash's perspective and mine. But some of these changes I just can't wrap my head around. So let's cut the chase and get right into it. We believe every single order should be worth your time. Is this you? To make these longer deliveries more worthwhile, we're making an adjustment so you get paid more for longer trips. This is the very first sentence talking about anything base pay, right? So this is called damage control, and that's exactly what they're doing. In the sentence, it sounds like uplifting. It sounds positive, right? We're making changes so you get paid more for longer trips. They're not saying a more accurate sentence. We're going to be taking significantly more money from your other orders, but the long orders that nobody accepts anyways, we might give you a few extra pennies that we found inside of Tony's pockets. I think this is damage control. They don't actually care about paying us more for the longer trips. I think that that's probably a way to make us feel like we're not losing money, but in reality we are. Basically, they're trying to get us to take the orders that nobody wants, but this is really $1 isn't going to make a huge difference for me. So let's actually go over the specific numbers. So when you dash starting today, you may now earn 10 to 30% more in base pay on long distance deliveries. Now that might sound pretty good, but before you get your jimmies all ruffled, let me explain to you what exactly they mean. That's not a 10 to 30% increase in the orders pay. It's just the base pay. You know the $3 they give you to basically just cover car maintenance? Well, if the order is apparently going a long distance, it's going to be a difference of 10 to 30%. Now a 10% increase would be $3.30. A 30% increase would mean an extra 90 cents. I mean, this order right here with an extra 90 cents, I mean, I think I would take that. Who are you fooling? And I'm going to assume that they're probably going to round that up to a $4 base pay, but then again, I don't know. 10 cents is a lot to pay us dashers. I mean, in all fairness, Tony didn't get rich by running a charity. He got rich by convincing us to run the charity. Now, the big story and probably why you clicked on this video is the actual reduction in base pay. They couldn't just give us a little bit of an incentive to take longer orders, could they? There's always got to be a catch, right? I don't know if this is going to be different in your markets, but in my market, the base pay is reducing for shorter distance deliveries from $3 to $2.25, a 25% flat rate deduction in our base pay. So they're giving us a 10 to 30% increase in our base pay for orders that nobody's gonna take anyways, let's just be real. But let's give them the benefit of the doubt, right? So let's just say longer distance deliveries are giving us 10 to 30%, but they're taking a flat rate of 25% from us. That doesn't quite seem like the adjustment so you get paid for longer trips like you initially said. That seems more like a reduction in pay because most of my orders aren't going to Kentucky. And what exactly is a long distance order and a short distance order? Like when I think of a long distance order, I think of things like 5 miles and above. And when I think of short distance delivery, I think of like 2 miles and under, right? That's how my orders go in my head. Well, I'm glad they provided examples. Let's start with the short distance delivery. It's 3 miles. The duration is supposedly 15 minutes. The new base pay is $2.25, while it previously was $3. The customer tip is $3.50, and that's awfully generous for them to assume that their customers actually tip. And then their new delivery total would be $5.75 for 3 miles instead of $6.50. So 6 miles round trip, you lose 75 cents. And this might not sound like a huge deal, and this might not sound like a big deal, but if every order you get is something around there and you lose 75 cents for every order, that is a 12% decrease in your pay. So that means if most of your orders are going around the 3 mile range and you make $20 an hour, just kidding, you make about $18 an hour. Now let's see this example of a long delivery that they think is now much better with the new base pay. This is going 7 miles for 24 minutes. You can seriously kiss my ass. There is no way that I'm waiting at a restaurant, driving 7 miles there, coming all the way back to my zone, and that is going to take 24 minutes. They clearly have never dashed because there's sometimes where I'm waiting 24 minutes just to get the damn food. But anyways, 7 miles, 24 minutes. The new base pay is $4.50 while it was used to be $3.50. Customer tip $5. That's awfully generous of them to tip $5 being 7 miles away from the restaurant. That's very Very good tip. And the new delivery total is $9.50 instead of $8.50. So I don't know about you guys, but regardless, if it's 7 miles, it's really got to be at least $12 for me to take it. So throwing an extra dollar there is cool and all, but I'm still not going to take it. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys who do the same thing, $1 per mile. So if it's going 14 miles total, it's got to be pretty damn close to $1 per mile. The extra dollar there is not going to make any difference. I'm not going to take an order like that regardless, but I am going to take a 3-mile order that was $6.50. But now that it's $5.75, I don't know about that. That's dog poop. This is a clear plan for them to cut some costs while the pandemic is over and they know that they're losing a lot of business. And they say that our hourly rates should be untouched, but I think that that's assuming if someone were to have taken every single order, they had an acceptance rate of 100% and they actually wore a clown suit into their car every single day. I think that maybe the average from taking all these poopy orders and the good orders, I think maybe the base pay would even out. But for the majority of you guys who are watching who actually know better and know to, do at least some sort of cherry picking and have your acceptance rate usually at least below 50%. For you guys, this is a cut to your base pay. This could be a cut of anywhere to about 8 to 15%, depending on how big the order is, but that's kind of annoying. That's kind of a big deal. So I'm not going to freak out about it. I think that there's probably more changes coming. They're just going to keep putting that hammer down until here we are making $2 an hour. But at the end of the day, we work for ourselves. We don't have to do this, but I do this because I like to have freedom with my job. I am 10 times happier of a person now that I get to make my own hours, even if I don't make as much as everybody else. Making my own hours, being able to work on my own schedule and all that, being able to work alone is enough benefit to keep me going even after all these changes. So if you want to take an order going 7 miles and you think you might get more out of it, who knows, the base pay might actually be $1 more, and maybe you'll make $1 more for that order. But I just think for the majority of us, I think that most of our orders aren't actually going that far, and so this is in general just a cut for us. But anyways, that's going to conclude this video. Make sure to drop a like for my yellow shirt, and anyways, see you guys next time. Dash on.